The Trump administration's recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital has drawn widespread condemnation across the Arab world, with political leaders, commentators, and locals labeling the move as provocative and a threat to global security. The decision has been cast as the final nail in the coffin of a two-state solution to the Israel-Palestine conflict, an approach broadly recognized by Arab states, and the end of meaningful U.S. diplomacy between both sides after almost 70 years. It has also allowed competing factions across the Middle East to refocus on a common cause that had drifted from the spotlight over the past 5 years, eclipsed by regional power plays, war and insurrection. Leaders in Turkey and Lebanon warned of dangerous instability in the wake of the announcement, which overtly sides Washington with Israel at a time when the U.S. had been attempting to table a new peace initiative between Jerusalem and Ramallah. The future of Jerusalem had been central to all previous peace pushes, and commentators and residents were united in their belief that negotiations could not begin if the Palestinians' claim to the Holy City was no longer on the table. Jordan's King Abdullah said, "There is no alternative to a two-state solution, and Jerusalem is key to any peace agreement. It is imperative to work fast to reach a final status solution and a peace agreement. Ignoring Palestinian Muslim and Christian rights in the Holy City could fuel terrorism." In Beirut, Hassan Nasrallah, the Hezbollah leader, called for demonstrations on Monday to protest against the decision. "Trump had support from the Arabs, or else he wouldn't have been able to do this," said Nasrallah. "The Arab government will scream for a few days, then go on with the occupation. America has shown that it doesn't take into account the opinion of its allies." But U.S. ally Saudi Arabia was also quick to denounce the move. Riyadh had sponsored a regional peace initiative that promised full Arab League recognition of Israel in return for a retreat to borders that were in place before the 1967 war. That plan had been the centerpiece of dormant peace efforts. However, it had barely been raised in recent years as energies had been diverted to other regional crises, and support in Riyadh and the Gulf states for the Palestinian leadership had ebbed. Ali Nasser Eddin, a chef from the Shia suburb of Da'iya in South Beirut, claimed Trump's announcement had likely been coordinated with the Saudis and other allies, including the UAE. Echoing sentiments also widely expressed in Syria and Turkey, he said, "The decision was not only based on Israelis and Americans, the Arabs had a hand in it. The question should be directed to the Palestinians and Palestinian leader Mahmoud Abbas and all the resistance. Do you now realize that negotiations will not get you anywhere?" In Iraq, powerful militia and political leaders vehemently condemned the move. Muqtada al-Sadr, a Shia leader and chief protagonist in the country's civil war, said, "I am ready to be the first soldier, not even leader, if all factions involved decided to confront Israel. No peace with the evil, arrogant, and colonial governments."